This is Brev Sullivan. Welcome to my channel. I'm doing a little impromptu Van Halen rehearsal performance. I have a tribute band called Best of Both Worlds Florida. We do both Dave era and we do both Sammy Hagar era. So in the tradition of classic guitar heroes, you had to practice this stuff live. There was no YouTube overdub and play as great as you possibly can and then fix it all in the mix. And that's what we're going to do here, is kind of celebrate. So if I'm going to screw up, we're going to do it live right now. So I appreciate you joining us. I'm going to be using some really cheesy background tracks here, but you'll get the point as we go through our little Van Halen tribute. You guys ready? Here we go. Song number 2, Panama. Waiting for my band here. Thanks for checking out my video. This is live Sunday night. I'm in South Florida. What I'm really doing is right now is kind of practicing, rehearsing for my tribute performance. I've got a tribute band. It's called Best of Both Worlds Florida. We're playing in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. There's some really cool places coming up in a couple weeks. So it's important that I get out and rehearse the moves in classic rock star style. You can practice all you want sitting in your chair all day long doing this. You know, or standing up. There's nothing like moving around, you know, going through the moves. And we do the cosplay. We dress up like Van Halen. Our singer looks like David Lee Roth. We have a lovely bassist. Instead of Michael Anthony, we have Michaela Anthony, Crystal Fawn on bass, and then we have a really dynamic Alex Van Halen drummer. So when we do these tribute shows, it's very popular in South Florida. I don't know where you guys are from and if you have tribute shows going on. I do original music as well. But I keep busy working 5 days a week, and it's important to play all styles. So thanks for tuning into my live broadcast. I'm using some really basic background tracks here. Hopefully the YouTube doesn't mute the audio. And we're just going to keep going. So how about some 1978 Van Halen? For you vinyl fans out there, if you heard this on vinyl, you heard it the way it's supposed to sound. Feel Your Love Tonight. Here we go. Do a little rehearsal here. I'm Brett Sullivan. Thanks for coming to the channel. This is a rehearsal slash Van Halen tribute performance for my real tribute band. And we're playing in a couple weeks, but I have to get up and go through the motions, shake the dust off, do the solos. We're doing this live, no overdubs. You know how it is when you play live. It is what it is. And in the classic style of guitar players like Gary Moore, Randy Rhoads, Van Halen, C. Ray Vaughan, you want to see them live, baby. There was no YouTube, there was no micro pitch, you know, there was no Melodyne to fix notes later. And I've had several associates and friends that they kind of knock the idea that you can go on YouTube, create a solo and fix it. That's a skill set that's great. I think it's great that you can market yourself on YouTube, but I've decided lately to do more live videos because that's where it's at. It's happening right there, right now. And Van Halen is the perfect blend of performing live, perfect blend of stage moves, perfect blend of just getting out there and doing the rock star vibe. And to be doing a tribute band, it's an honor. We do it to honor and preserve the music of Van Halen, just like it were classical music, just like Mozart and Bach. So if you're here on the channel, I'm not just here hanging out trying to, you know, do my version of Van Halen. I'm trying to preserve preserve the classic rock that we all grew up with, which is just watching people do it live. You know what I'm saying? As far as YouTube and doing solos, I love that stuff. I got videos out there too that I've gone there and picked apart every single note till it was perfect, and then synced it. I love both those styles, but this is the style that we grew up with. Let's keep this concert going. Let's get some Fair Warning. And I apologize for these cheesy karaoke tracks, but YouTube will shut you down if you use the real track. So we're doing karaoke tracks. And right now on my camera, if there's any comments, I can't really see them. And I've got everything set up, so I don't want to really mess up the frame. Certainly would love to talk to you guys in another So the Mean Streets. Let's see what we can do. Just do a little improv there. Oh, I think I heard Hot for Teacher. Let's do that. While we're at it. This is gonna be fun. Happy Sunday night. That's a workout. I hate playing to that track. You got to have a drummer that you can make eye contact with. A lot of drummers that I work with fear that part. The whole thing is you don't have to count it. Alex Van Halen did not count that track in the studio. They just were full of beer and crank and went and recorded and went crazy. So we're here today doing a little Van Halen tribute. I'm doing a little more than that. I'm not just here to pay tribute to Van Halen. I'm here to rehearse for my tribute band, which is a live quartet. We do both Sammy Hagar era, we do David Lee Roth era. We do Dave, and then we do Sammy, and we do the whole thing. We do the lights, we do the looks, we do the costumes, we do the hair, whatever. And so I'm not going to go out there and stand there. So that's why I'm here dancing around for you guys a little. And making mistakes, so what? Let's do it live, you know? And I play 5 days a week. So I've got to do rock, I've got to do jazz one day, I've got to do solo gigs. I do my Van Halen tribute, so I do the best I can to play as close as I can to the album. But if you're sitting there and you're a student of guitar and you're intermediate or beginner, stop trying to learn the songs exact. All right? There are certain melodies you learn, like in Runnin' with the Devil. The solo goes like this. Yeah, you got to learn that. It's a very slow, memorable melody. You know, but when it comes to all the fast stuff, you can't possibly match these people. And if that's all you're going to do all your life is play one artist, you never play anybody else, then more power to you. So I'm just kind of going through the motions here, trying to get my Van Halen groove going. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate it. Let's do some more. Oh, this one's a wild one too, Unchained. So Unchained, if you notice some of the old live recordings, they're questionable. Van Halen they'd all be trashed. David Lee Roth would be off time with the drummer, and the guitar would be off time. And one thing that bothered me, and if you look at this old YouTube recording of Van Halen, Oakland, you didn't hear his flanger because he was just jumping around going crazy. But I totally get it. You're putting on a show, you don't have time to go step on a flanger. So when we're going to do Unchained, we're going to try to do it correctly and pop in the flanger intro the way it's supposed to be done, all right? Because it just sounds cool. And don't forget our D-tuner drop tuning. Yeah, something about Unchained. This tells you why everything's been done before in modern music. Doesn't that sound like something that's written in the 90s? The end of the outro of Unchained? That is like so 90s, 2000. You know, like 2,000 songs that have that riff. And there it is in Unchained. Although it's done with a really brittle Strat kind of sound. I love the fair warning tone. It's like a fine line between the best guitar tone ever and actually being a very brittle, bright sound compared to today's like drop tunings and really thick 5150 sound. By the way, I'm using, I have my custom amp. It's made by, I'm not using it right now because we're playing through studio monitors. I have a custom amp by Amplified out of Chicago. It's been modded. KT88s, which is totally unexpected. And then I ran those samples, I sampled all those into my Kemper, and that's what you're hearing right now. So you're hearing kind of my brown sound going, sample from my amp into my Kemper, into my studio monitors, because I'm not going to sit here and do a video with my amp blasted to me, you know. That's for on stage and live shows. All right, if you're on my channel, you're going to find a lot of crazy stuff. I'm supposed to niche down into doing one thing, but I can't. All right, my thing is I do all styles. And Van Halen is one of my loves. So if you're going through that trouble too, where you want to learn a little bit of this and that, jack of all trades, master of none, it'll keep you working more. It'll keep you working professionally night after night. I'm not here to do really a lesson tonight, but you know, there's a million kids on YouTube playing Van Halen, and this is my little slice. And why I do it the way I do. Ooh, Ice Cream Man. I don't have a root beer float right now, but if I did, I'd be really happy. Okay, so let's get a little acoustic guitar going here. If you notice, Eddie Van Halen, when he does Ice Cream Man, has to flip the guitar on the side. That's because he's got this crazy Alan Holdsworth stretch. For those of you who don't know who Alan Holdsworth was, he was a huge influence on the jazz fusion community, and he was hanging with Eddie Van Halen back in the day, and Eddie Van Halen said, I can't really find anything to cop, quote unquote. I can't really find anything to steal because his playing is so freaky. But this is definitely, that's definitely an Alan Holdsworth, originated with Alan Holdsworth. It's just totally Alan Holdsworth. And then he threw it in this famous song, Ice Cream Man, which we're going to hit for you right now, starting with the acoustic.
Dedicate one to the ladies. Sometimes we live so I'm not sometimes here. Better look out now, boy. Dave's got something for you. Tell me what it is. I'm rising back, stopping when the rising by. Oh my, I'm rising back, stopping when the rising by. Flavors and push-ups too while you're rising. Standing around passing by. See now all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. Oh no, oh no. You passing by, just about never stop out. You passing by, just around the clock. And if you let me cool one time, all right, boys, I got it. Go!
that is definitely one. You got to have a good, solid, swinging drummer that knows metal, hard rock. He's got to have the power of Metallica, and he's got to have the swing of Gene Krupa. Enough said. Otherwise, it don't sound right. There's something to be said about Van Halen. It's like the birth of hard rock with pop and swing, just like the Beatles. But if your drummer, I mean, of course you have to have a good Van Halen sense of Van Halen chops to be able to pull off a Van Halen tribute. But if you have no drummer with no swing, it's over. It's not going to sound right. I mean, you can go out and play Van Halen songs all day, but if you want the authentic sound, you got to get the drummer with the grooves, the chops, and the sense of swing that they had, which makes them so unique. Just like Led Zeppelin, Don Bottom. So now I'm going to open up my page on my computer and see if anybody's commenting or saying something that I can answer to. If you've already commented, this guy looks like Bon Jovi playing Van Halen. I've heard that a million times. Whatever. That's the way it is. Huh? All right, listen. Here's one thing you don't see. Even Van Halen stopped playing keyboards. He would hire a sequencer or hire somebody to play. We're going to do Van Halen Jump the way he did it originally, the way I saw him. I'm like, I want to do that. So we might screw this one up, but let's do it anyway. Here we go. God bless Van Halen, huh? All right, let me see if I can pop in. Don't go anywhere yet, guys. Let me see if I can pop in my YouTube channel and see why I can't see comments, which I guess is good, right? Yeah, sorry to turn my back on you. That's not my intention. It's just that's how my studio is set up. All right, I got my channel. Ah, there it is, Van Halen Jam, videos, live. Cool. Yeah, okay, thank you, man. Yeah, okay, thank you, man. Now I'm getting feedback. Crazy feedback. So anyway, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really appreciative of you indulging in my brand of Van Halen. Lately I've been pursuing 2 styles on my page so I can kind of narrow it down. Van Halen, of course, is long-time love, and there's plenty of YouTube videos on how to play that style, but my advice, do it live. Get up there and jump around, get dirty. To quote Gene Simmons said a long time ago in an interview when Vinnie Vincent joined the band. At that time, Vinnie Vincent was exploding on the scene. He updated Kiss's sound for you Kiss Army out there. You know, he added the shred to the guitar scene and, of course, the new songwriting. And Gene literally says, "So you're Eddie Van Halen in your bedroom, so what? Let me see you jump around in these, you know, the boots." So for what I've experienced in the tribute band, all those scales and practicing and all that stuff that you can do sitting down, like the Steve Vai stuff, it's nothing till you can get on stage and play it and make it look like it's effortless. That's a skill set that I don't see many people showing on YouTube. And there's really nothing you can do other than get up and experience it. And if that's not your thing, you're just playing your own music and you just like to, if it's really serious and you don't like to move, that's a style too. I'm not saying you have to adapt it. But this video today was to tribute Van Halen in the style where it's live, mistakes and all. And if you're interested in a certain technique that I've been doing lately called legato stuff, that's been my bag because I just love the idea and the sound of doing very smooth legato type playing over shred kind of guitar tracks and not so much the pick attack song. So it's total opposite, Van Halen picking everything and then doing my style. So you can check the last couple of videos I put up, some really cool ideas on legato, phrasing, and technique that I get from listening to jazz horns. So I'm gonna get out of here. This is the second live video I did tonight. I did one on my Instagram before I came over here on YouTube, and then I figured I'd throw one down on YouTube, and hopefully you play it back and find something that you like in the Van Halen category. And please hit me up, either DM me on Instagram on my breast solo guitar, or you can direct message me here on my YouTube. If you have any comments or whatever, leave them in the comments below, and I hope you have a wonderful Sunday afternoon, evening, late night, whatever you're doing, and don't forget to practice. Word.